back to my channel. So I want to talk about Blackpink for a second. 3 members of Blackpink have gone solo this year, and their music is very mainstream, meaning there's very few Korean, and this is a shift that K-pop has been taking. But let's talk about Jisoo. Jisoo did not come out with any music in 2024. Last year or a year ago, she came out with Flower, and she did promo and performances for that. But as of this year, 2024, she did not. I guess she's busy being, a fashion girly and being ambassadors for the fashion. And I'm not mad. Before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. I will very much appreciate it.
They are all so different. Okay, so breaking down all of Blackpink's, each of their solo careers, Lisa, her song Money, my friends were obsessed with it. I was never really, a huge fan of her solo career, but her look, she's just that it girl. She performed in Victoria's Secret fashion show this year, so this is her look, okay, if you're not too familiar. Then you got Jisoo. She's honestly probably my least favorite. I'll probably get hate, but I don't really care. So her style, I don't really know. I just am not a huge fan of her. I don't like how the stylist dressed her either. I think her performance, she's not dancing like how Lisa did, how you can see in the other clip that you just watched, but it's very much giving more Korean, you know what I'm saying? It's just super Asian, which is fine, but it's just totally different from Lisa. Okay, next. My favorite, Rosé. I always liked her the most in Blackpink. I think she was just the prettiest, and I liked her hair. It was always different, or pink or red. So she's giving Avril Lavigne vibes. I feel it's just her hair is a little bit it's not so clean cut like how she is on Blackpink. And this solo career, this album, the whole album is good. It's so relatable too. So I am a huge fan of Rosé's solo album and her vibe and style. It's just, I don't know, it's giving Avril Lavigne kind of. And although they're all so different, when you bring them together, it just works because all their styles are so different. I was also the stylist does a really good job of having different outfits but having the same theme. So I also think that's why Blackpink is so successful versus Fifth Harmony, who always looked a mess, but we love them, but their stylists didn't know what they were doing. And it's also super cool that K-pop's becoming a thing in America, or has been for the past few years, because it never was 10 years ago when I was a child, when Big Bang was huge. So we love it, and we love their style.
So for December of 2023, 3 of the members decided to not renew their solo contracts with YG. They decided to go in different directions and create their own label and agencies. Only Rosé decided to stick with YG for her solo rollout. But as a group, they are still under YG. I think for a girl group, this is unprecedented. As for branching out and creating their own things. Also, as I was saying before, their music is very Western based, so they don't completely fit the mold of K-pop and the idol, structure. They are more free to do whatever they really want to do. And I think that goes for them being in fashion as well. I think fashion gives them more opportunities to do different things. But we'll see. It seems like K-pop is going the Western route anyway. But we'll see what happens in the future. Let's get into Lisa's solo stuff. The video for She brought the attitude. And I think out of all three of the songs that she's released, Rockstar is my favorite. It's just very upbeat. You know, it's just great. Lisa's VMA performance, I mean, she did a good job. I just feel like the setup was not the best. Her outfit was just meh, in my honest opinion. She was lip singing, but I don't really mind that. She was moving her body. But her Victoria's Secret performance was much better. It was much better. The intro, her outfit here, the belt on her skirt was great. The dancing was great. She did that. They put in work for that. And the walk at the end of the performance that they all did, chef's kiss. She really showed out with this one. This one is the best performance out of everything she's done, in my honest opinion, in 2024. Jenny. She came out with Mantra. This is the only song that she came out with, I believe. Video was short and sweet. She gave us looks, sweet, cute looks. I especially like her in the blonde hair. It just looks really good on her. Obviously, the visuals for the video are great. The dance number at the end is great. I don't expect anything less. She did perform this song a couple of times. She did so on Jimmy Kimmel. The pants she wore for this performance are great. Like a bunch of spoons. Like, great. I've never seen that before. But all in all, I mean, this screams Jenny. Last but not least, the lovely Rosé. App 2 came out with Bruno Mars, and honestly, this is her style. Low-key, simple, a little bit of, rock, a little bit of somber music. That's totally Rosé's style. No dancing, just simple and easy. That's her. One more thing about Rosé, she actually put out a full album. Unlike Jenny and Lisa. I don't know if the other two are going to put out an album, but she did. There's no doubt that each one of them are successful. How huge they are as a group, they're going to be successful individually. It's a no-brainer. But for me, the person who really came out with their solo work was Rosé. Even though her music is not my cup of tea, I gotta give it to her. She did this.
Hopefully I can get back with my girls for next year.
Working on something with that?
Sorry?
You guys are working on trying to piece that together?
Hopefully next year, yeah.
So my question for YG is this. When you get the girls back in the building again, what are you going to do to level them up artistically? Because for the Pinks right now, doing all their solo stuff, it's hit after hit after hit. So when they all come together again, how is it going to all work? Will YG finally give them more creative power and creative freedom on their collaborative group projects? Because it can't go back to the same old, not after all of this success. And I think one thing is for certain, when they do get back together and do get back together in the YG building, they will have more weight and leverage than they ever did before. Because we're finding out right now that maybe YG needed them more than they needed YG. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an overstatement. Let's give YG credit where credit is due. But you get my point. We can't just go back to the same old formulaic YG stuff after all of this solo success. But another thing I do know for sure is this. When we do get the next OT4 World Tour, The solo portion of that performance is gonna be insane. Like, can you even imagine? I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'm excited for the future. And you know, if and when she has a little free time, let's get Jisoo a solo too.